Well, hello everyone, it's Kari back here again with you to share a really fun project using some products from Whimsy stamps. I'm super excited to be sharing this today. This is the Fall Hedgehogs clear stamp set. I'm using the one where he looks very happy to be holding those apples. He's got a little scarf on. I'm also going to be using the new Yay die and shadow die. I used it on this card here, which I'm not creating in this video, but you can see there's a shadow die which I cut out of black for this one. And then I cut the inside pieces with that new pink plaid paper. And I used the Cheerleaders die set for that one. I thought the Yay went along really well with that die set. I just love this Yay die. So today we're going to create a shaker with that Yay die. And we're going to use some of this new pink plaid paper. This is a 6x6 paper pack and there's some gorgeous designs in there. I'm going to use this one here. It sort of reminded me of Back to School, which I thought was really cute for this hedgehog. To start, I'm going to cut down this paper to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So it's an A2 sized sheet of paper there. And then I'm going to cut down this panel just a little bit extra so that there is a frame of that pink plaid paper all around. And you can see I've already stamped out the hedgehog that I want to use, and I used the Yay die to cut out that Yay. I did not use the shadow die, just the first front Yay. And I was sure to reserve the center of that A so that I could put that back on, and you'll see that in just a minute. But I'm going to start, before I put together the shaker, I'm going to go ahead and color up my images. I'm using some pinks to color up the apple today. I've got R85, R83, and R81 to color this. I wanted it to match the pink plaid paper, so that's why I'm not coloring it a bright red. This is more of a pink apple. What do they call those? Pink lady, maybe? And I'm going back again with the darker colors and blending that out just to get more of a shadow. I'm going to use the same pinks to color up every other stripe on his scarf. So I'm just going to go through and do that very quickly as well. You can see this is a pretty simple image to color. I loved coloring this hedgehog. Before I start on the next color, which I wasn't sure what I wanted to do on that scarf, I'm going to go ahead and color this hedgehog up. And I'm using my favorite E50 shades, starting with the E57 as my darkest. And I'm using more of like a flicking motion, and I'm going to leave that looking kind of spiky because, you know, a hedgehog kind of has some quills there, so it's a little bit more of a spiky look. So I'm going to leave that look as I color this hedgehog through. So now I'm going in with the E55 and going right along those same lines that I did before to represent his quills. And this is just a simple and fun way to color up a hedgehog. Now I'm going to take a lighter color E53 and blend that through, and then I'll go in with the E51 as well. Super simple to color, but this really packs a punch when you color it up this way. And if it's not dark enough, sometimes when you go over it with the lighter colors, it fades back that darkest color. So I will usually go back again with the darker shades and run through the whole thing once again. Look how cute he is, so happy. And then I'm going to take the lightest E50 and start coloring up his face and body and darken it up with some of those darker shades, but it's not going to get quite as dark as the quills because I just want his body to be lighter and the quills to be the darkest portion. So I'm going to speed through the rest of this here. As I was coloring this, I decided that other color of his scarf should be green. So it's going to be green to match the leaf on the apple there. So pink and green seems to be what I'm going for in this one. I'm coming in with YG03, and then I'll blend that out with YG01 and YG00, and I even think I use YG000 to blend that through. And if it comes out again a little too light, I'll go back in with the darker colors. But look how he's coming to life. Now I also took some black and colored in his nose, and then I took a white gel pen and gave it a little highlight there. I didn't leave that on the video, but you can kind of see that here. And look how cute and vibrant that plaid is going to be in the background. Now I'm going to take a piece of acetate and cut it just to fit right behind the yay all the way across. So I'm just going to trim this piece right here, and then I'm taking a dryer sheet. This is an old dryer sheet, and I'm going to run it across that acetate, and that is so that we don't get any static cling, so the sequins don't stick to that acetate. Now excuse my Eskimo kisses on the back here. I printed that for another project and it didn't print correctly, so I wanted to still use that paper for a card. That's my good Nina Solar White paper, so I couldn't waste it. Luckily, paper has two sides, right? So you can always do that. Now this is some double thick foam tape, and I'm using a skinny one here to start off so that it would fit beside the yay on either side of that die cut. And then I'm going to fill in with a little bit thicker of this foam tape. It is still the double thick foam tape though, just a little bit wider so that I can fill that in quicker, and that is going to cover the entire back of the panel. Now here I have some glass beads. I'm going to use this as part of the shaker mix. I also have some pink lemonade sequins here that is going to go right inside, and these are going to be so beautiful with that pink plaid. So I'm adding my sequins right to the pink plaid. And some people like to put them into the yay or into the little shaker that they made. And the reason I'm not doing it that way for this card, you'll see I'm going to switch it back over to the pink plaid cardstock. The reason that I'm doing it this way is I want to be able to line up that pink plaid all the way around as a frame. And if I put it on upside down, I won't be able to make sure that it's fully lined up. So I like doing it this way instead. It's so much easier to line it up when you have something that needs to be perfectly on there straight. So see here, I'm just going to make sure I have it lined up, get some of those beads out of the way that I spilled off the edge, and put that right down. So that is so much easier to line up. Then I have the center portion of the A right there. I'm going to add that with my tweezers and liquid adhesive, and that's going to finish that part off. Now look how cute this little guy is. He is adorable. And there's the shaker right inside. I'm going to shake it nice and slow for you so you can kind of see how it moves. And we've got all of that encased with that foam tape all the way around the edge of the yay. So this was an easy shaker to make, so fun with these images and the yay die, word die, and also that pink plaid paper. I've linked everything if you want to check it out below. Thank you so much for stopping by. This has been a really fun card for me to make today with you. If you enjoyed it, I hope you'll give this video a thumbs up. And please stop back by again. I'll be back real soon with more cards to share. Until then, happy crafting. Bye-bye.